Benjamin Harrison was an American statesman and politician who served as the 23rd President of the United States from 1889 to 1893. He was born on August 20, 1833, in North Bend, Ohio, to a prominent political family. Harrison was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, and the great-grandson of Benjamin Harrison V, a signer of the Declaration of Independence. He is considered an important figure in American history because of his advocacy for civil rights and his efforts to modernize the country's infrastructure. Harrison grew up in a family that was deeply involved in politics, and his father was a congressman from Ohio. He attended Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and graduated in 1852. After completing his education, he moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, to study law and was admitted to the bar in 1854. Harrison began his career as a lawyer and quickly gained a reputation for his legal expertise. He became active in the Republican Party and was elected to the United States Senate in 1881. Harrison was an advocate for civil rights and worked to pass legislation to protect the rights of African Americans. Harrison rose to prominence when he was elected President of the United States in 1888. During his presidency, he focused on modernizing the country's infrastructure, including expanding the railroads and improving the nation's harbors. He also signed the Sherman Antitrust Act into law, which was designed to prevent monopolies and promote competition. Harrison was married to Carolyn Lavinia Scott and they had 2 children. Unfortunately, his wife died of tuberculosis during his presidency. Harrison remarried in 1896 to Mary Scott Lord Dimmock, who was a widowed friend of his late wife. Harrison's most significant accomplishments include his advocacy for civil rights and his efforts to modernize the country's infrastructure. He also signed the McKinley Tariff Act into law, which raised tariffs on imported goods and protected American businesses. Harrison faced several challenges during his presidency, including economic depression and the threat of a war with Chile. He also faced criticism for his support of the McKinley Tariff Act, which many felt hurt American consumers. Harrison faced criticism for his handling of the Pullman strike, which was a labor dispute between railroad workers and the Pullman Palace Car Company. He sent federal troops to break up the strike, which resulted in violence and the deaths of several workers. After leaving office, Harrison returned to his law practice in Indianapolis. He remained active in politics and was a vocal opponent of President Woodrow Wilson's policies during World War I. Harrison's legacy includes his advocacy for civil rights and his efforts to modernize the country's infrastructure. He is also remembered for signing the Sherman Antitrust Act into law, which had a lasting impact on American business. Benjamin Harrison was an important figure in American history who worked tirelessly to promote civil rights and modernize the country's infrastructure. He faced many challenges during his presidency but remained committed to his principles. His legacy continues to inspire people today, and he is remembered as one of the great statesmen of his time.